One tip I want to give you for your memoir writing, when you're writing your scenes, is to make sure that you describe every action as it happened. And I want to give you an example from one of my students writing here. This is just a little excerpt from a scene about a classroom. These are middle school students, and there's a teacher who is obviously a very tough teacher. And so the story begins, or this part of the scene begins. She checked everyone's homework. "Where is your homework?" she asked Asim. "I haven't done my homework," he replied. "Why didn't you raise your hand when I asked everyone before?" she shouted. Without waiting for an explanation, she slapped him so hard that his glasses flew 2 benches away. Everyone got shocked, but she didn't stop slapping him. She slapped Asim continuously for about 1 minute. The whole atmosphere changed after that. We looked at Asim, but he didn't say a word. So when I mentioned describing all of the actions earlier, I mean this word continuously. So she slapped Asim continuously. Continuously is a big word. It's an abstract word. We don't necessarily see the act happening. It's almost like a shorthand to say, well, for about 1 minute, this continual slapping happened. But I would remove that or reword it so that we get all of the slapping. It could be she slapped and backhanded and slapped Asim again and again, or something like that. Or maybe there's a different way of saying what it was. Punch, was it always a slap? I said backhand. Was it always a slap? Also, it would be nice to get some details about what she looks like in that moment, what this teacher looks like while she's slapping him, because it's not just hands moving, face, give some more details. You can draw that out for the equivalent of a minute, right? The reader will feel like this is a minute or maybe even longer, right? If you give all the details, not just the act of slapping, you can also expand. Everyone got shocked. What does that look like? Describe the faces. Maybe while she's slapping Asim over and over again, you can describe some of the looks on other students' faces. The author could describe how he felt. When the atmosphere changes, how is that shown? How do you show an atmosphere is changing? You could talk about the sudden silence in the classroom. You could talk about hands over mouths, as people are shocked. But just add in more action, add in more detail, draw this out rather than condensing it with the word continuously and the words for about 1 minute.